Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at what tow bar I use and what bike rack. Let's get cracking. Right, first things first, my tow bar. It is a removable tow bar. I got this direct from Witter. You can actually see and make out the mounting points just underneath the bottom. There's no big cuts out of the bumper or anything, so it looks, apart from these two little parts, it looks pretty standard. I'm just going to leave that there a second. There is a little cap underneath that comes out. And that cover, as you can see, looks as though it's a little bit rusty there. I'll have a little look at the mechanisms underneath and make sure they're okay. Sometimes they might need a little bit of grease, but that's just a cover to keep all the water out from the inside. I've got a nice little bag to go with it as well, and this simply, when I can find the key, where's the key? That's a good shout. It's inside. 2 secs. In fact, tell a lie, don't need the key. I've only had this on a couple of times. You can use a key to lock it once it's on, but it's in the unlocked position. Whenever I use this, all that's going to happen is I'm going to be with the car, so it's not really a big deal. But like I said, it can be locked easily, and it simply just goes underneath and locks into place. That's the tow bar, quite simple. Now, bike rack, next thing. This again is a Witter bike rack. They were actually really good when they came out to fit the tow bar. I did have the bike rack for the Golf, and to be honest, as you can see, it folds up quite nicely. One thing I did forget to mention, let's just put that down there 1 second, is that we've got a retractable power outlet that just slides down here, and then we've got easy access to plug in the electrics. And it's quite a simple procedure. What I do is this side, again, we've got keys. The keys are actually in it. I keep the keys in the garage in it. You lift this up. I'm going to turn the key, lift this up, and what it does, it creates like a little opening on the inside. You can see the silver there. It creates a little opening that you just rest on the ball head of the tow bar. It goes over, you hold it in place, you get it level, and then it just locks down and in. I don't think I got that in place properly. No, I didn't. Okay, so it's got to be central. There we go, it's on now. And then, like I said, get it straight, get it level, and it just simply locks in place. It's quite tight when you do put it down. You've got to make sure it doesn't go all crooked. So that's the simplicity to it. You've then got the back part. There's just 2 little areas that you untwist, stand up, and then twist back together. Easy enough. Make sure they're tight. At this point, I am going to get down and plug in the electrics. Let's just stick my phone in there. Electrics are quite simple. There's a little flap that comes up. You literally just push them straight into place. They are 7-pin electrics. You can get the 13-pin, but it's all I need for the bike rack. Quite straightforward. All we do now, there's a couple of little clips Just going to show you this with the phone as well. Right, there are a couple of little sort of like clips here and keys that you actually turn, and you use these to then secure it in place, and these have got to go obviously to the side. They click in, and as you can see down at the back, you can do this one-handed. They then turn and lock into place, and then we've got the lights. We'll do exactly the same to the other side. Okay, so we're nearly done. We've got the areas in the middle. We've got 2 bike racks, and what goes on is there's a couple of clips for the wheels. They're quite straightforward. You just literally pull out and undo, and these unfold. I do have a couple of extensions to go on either side of these for the bigger bikes. I'm going to go and get them now, and that allows me to put the especially the e-bikes, and this is e-bike compatible. You can have 2 e-bikes, I think up to 60 kilograms on the back here. These are quite simple and straightforward. They literally just clip in and lock down. As you can see, it just extends the wheelbase to allow the bike to be on here properly. I have also, as you can see by the video, I've cable tied all the wires around the middle so they don't go traipsing down, and probably could do with tightening that one up a little bit. It's not too bad though, it's not going to bag down onto the road. And then what else have we got here? We've got an extra piece of bike security. It's to keep the bike in place, and this just literally just goes round the bike. I'm going to put that on in a second because I am going to get a bike out. And then we've got the little arm at the top that connects to the bike. So let's get a bike out, and then we'll get it on and see how it fits. Make sure I don't run my camera over. Alright, we're all done. So we've got the Himaway Big Dog. This is going to someone, so that's another reason why I'm putting it on here, and it's a big heavy bike. That's the problem with these e-bikes. They weigh an absolute ton, so getting them up onto here can be an issue. Right, I think that's probably the best place to grab it.
All right, boys, now watch how this is done. The key is to put it all in your groin and your back. Take your legs totally out of the equation. Lift with your lower back in a jerking, twisting motion.
There we go. Okay. Now, we're pretty good. It's a tight fit there, but I think we're all right. What I'm going to make sure I do is get it as straight as I can, and also I want to make sure that this holder here can clamp onto this seat post properly. Do I put it a little bit higher? Don't know. Let's have a little look and see what I can do with this. Oh, needs to go up. There we go. So that can clamp on there quite nice and tightly. I've also put the pedals this way round. I'm going to grab my phone and show you. I've put my pedals that way round to give this a little bit more support because it is a big heavy bike, but it looks pretty good there. These are these clamps, and as you can see, they're movable, they're flexible, but they can that you can go wherever you want. Usually on my normal bike, my Giant, it would be across the top tube, but for now that looks pretty good. Right, next thing are the wheel straps. These just literally come round. That one's too short. I need to move the bike back a little bit because that one's not long enough. Readjust time. Here we go again. Okay, that does look a little bit better there. Right, so where can we get this on? Let's have a little look. Is it going to be in a similar place but the other way round? I do think it is. Yes, it is. Looks pretty good and secure there. Now, are these tyres, the chains come off? I don't think that's a massive problem though. Are these going to be able to go round and in, or is the wheelbase of this bike just that little bit too big? It is.
So straight away I went onto the Witter website and had a look at the accessories for their bike racks. They did indeed sell extension straps so I could secure my bike. So I ordered a set. But in the meantime I had to come up with my own little solution if I was going to take this bike on the bike rack. With the weight of it, there's no way in the world I was going to drive with this not being totally secure.
We need to get some way of securing this a little more. I think I'm going to put the second bar onto this. That's all I can do really. We've got the other tie. Does feel quite secure. It's not slipping off at either end, but there's a little bit of movement here. I think the best idea would be for me to potentially click this on here and then clamp this front fork. Let's see what I can do. So let's attach it this way round. It's going on the same piece, but it just allows me to just clamp it onto the front fork. That's better. That's going absolutely nowhere. So it does just show you that the tow bar and the fixings do have a fair degree of flexibility. That's really solid on there. We're looking good. But yeah, that's the problem with these e-bikes. I can get both of our Giant e-bikes on this. I have tried, but this is the first time I've tried to get this big dog on here. As you can see, we've got an extra strap. Will that even go to there? It does just. That's a result. We can pull that tight. I will show you now exactly how it fits when I get my phone out. Let's have a look. So yeah, as you can see, I've tied this around both wheels and it fixes around at the back here. It's all pretty tight, it's all pretty secure, and I don't think that's going anywhere, but I definitely wouldn't fancy having two e-bikes on there. I'm going to go through checking all of the lights, make sure it's all good. Oh, another feature, forgot to say as well, this tow bar does allow you to then tilt the bike down. Yeah, we're all good, and that then allows you to shut the boot, so we're all okay with that, and it just clicks and locks back into place. So there we go, that's my bike rack. I've only got a 2 bike rack, I don't need any more than that. It's only ever me and my missus that go out anywhere. Attaching a big heavy e-bike to a bike rack is, as you can see, a little bit more of a task. It should be a little bit easier than that. You definitely wouldn't want more than 2 of them. I think this weighs potentially 40 kilograms, so you'd probably be overweight if you tried to put 2 on anyway. Make sure it's all secure, make sure it's all safe whenever you travel, and enjoy your cycling. See you soon.